before I get into the video, all I gotta say is Kaoru looks paid in that maid costume. Don't question me. She's my wife, so I don't know. I like her. I like her a lot. So, anyways, let's get into the episode and what I want to talk about. This is what I loved about Sword Magical Index. Okay, the classic Toma and how he reacted to the situation and all that. Like the Toma so far I saw in season 3 didn't feel like classic Toma to me. Like it really wasn't. Like it kind of felt like Toma was lacking the expression that he showed in this episode, the intelligence he showed in this episode, and all that. I think so. That's what made the first two seasons Toma Toma. Like it was not only about his arms and everything, but rather it was more about how he reacted to each and every situation in the first two seasons. It wasn't. There were some situations whether he reacted recklessly, very few, but most of the situations he used to react was very calmfully. I wouldn't say he was calm, but I would say he was very intelligent in the way of dealing most of the situations. And I think so that's where I didn't feel a classic Toma to me. But also, this episode kind of gave it a classic Toma I wanted to. The intelligence he had in this episode was admirable for me because this is what this is what made Toma Toma. Like the way he thought about each situation and the way he escaped every situation. It wasn't just his arm. Like I said again, his arm is his power. Yes, it's his Imagine Breaker is very important. That's just without any doubt. But Toma is also a very intelligent person without the Imagine Breaker, because he did when he was fighting the guy with fire. He kind of shows his intelligence just in the first three episodes because he does uh turn on the fire alarm, which reduces the ink and everything. So which is great to see in season one, which is the Toma I love watching. He is the classic Toma, like I said, and this is the classic Toma I expected to watch when the season one started, but that is not what I got. I got a reckless Toma who just goes into the situation recklessly rather than thinking before getting into the situation. So yeah, was kind of disappointed by that, but now with this episode I loved it. Like I loved to see this. I love to see the Toma punch again. Like the way he just punches them. Like that is the Toma I love and I admire, and why he's like my second favorite character in the series. I just love him. Like the way he has been in this episode. He has shown his intelligence, and I will give that. I will give every props to this man for doing that. Um, Other than that, it was also great to see Index being Index. The way she was reacting, Index was pretty much Index since the start of the series, but the way she was reacting to food, kind of again gives a classical certain magical Index vibe. The way she was reacting to food, beef or fish, like that was funny. That's straight up funny. Um, Misaka is realizing slowly about her Toma's love interest and everything. And it's funny to see how she's like putting coins over and over again, and her shockwaves are getting like electrifying and everything. It's like Jesus. It's fun to see that sequence too. Um, I think so. That's pretty much it for this episode. There isn't much to talk about because it's just terrorist group attack. I felt like this wasn't that much of an important episode, except for the fact of getting back into sort of magical index for who wanted to see the classic Atoma and stuff. But I feel like the main story is gonna start in the next episode. If the main story isn't starting the next episode, and most probably this is Kasaba connected to the main story, which I feel it is, but it at the same time it doesn't feel the main story type of thing. This is like a small main story part. The big main story part is still to come. That's what I'm feeling like it. You know those small episodes which kind of feel irrelevant at the end of the series? That's what I feel like this episode was. But it was great to see the classic vibes and stuff. And that's pretty much it for this episode of Star Magical Index. Let me know what you think about this episode of Star Magical Index. Let me know what do you think about Toma and how he's reacted and stuff in this episode. Did you feel the same as I did? Because I know, a lot of people are happy that season is back. A lot of people say that the series is pretty good, But it's just my personal opinion that it was rushed at the start, and it kind of got good. It started getting good since like the start of the fight of what was it um when Toma got injured and everything, and how the Afro guy just like showed up and he's like he gave confidence and everything. That's when I felt like the series started getting really good, like really good for me. Like it started getting, I guess, started getting back into the series and started getting like, oh, I could actually watch it without feeling that it was rushed or something like that. That's just me though. It's just like other people, I don't know. Like other people, I just have different views when it comes to some anime. Not all of them, but some anime. Sometimes I just have a different view on looking at how an anime plays out. So yeah, pretty good episode all over. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace.